German brands have owned the luxury performance SUV segment for 3 decades. Not because they made the most interesting vehicles, because they made the safest choice. Nobody questioned it. Polestar has been making the case that the question is worth asking. At Salzburg, standing in front of the 3, that case is getting harder to dismiss. By the end of this, you will know whether the badge premium still earns its price gap. The Polestar 3 exterior makes no unnecessary gestures. No vents, no grills, nothing pretending to breathe air it does not need. The SmartZone front panel houses radar, cameras, and sensors behind a single flush surface. The front arrow wing sits low on the hood edge, functional rather than decorative. Pixel LED headlights run in a continuous horizontal band, sharp enough to read as a design signature rather than a lighting requirement. I have spent time this year in interiors from Audi, BMW, and Porsche at similar money. The Polestar 3 is the first that made me want to stop moving and simply sit. The 14.5-inch Landscape Pilot touchscreen runs horizontally across the center console at the correct eye level. Native Google Maps embedded. No mirroring. No latency I noticed on any input. The 9-inch driver display is clean and focused. Climate controls live in the screen. One layer down. The first time you reach for temperature at a junction, you reach wrong. A car at this price should not require you to adapt to its interface. That is the honest critique. And it sits in a cabin that otherwise earns the money back in every direction. The optional Bowers and Wilkins system is one of the better audio setups I have heard in any car, under 100,000 euros. I was not expecting to notice it. I noticed it. Animal welfare certified wool seat surfaces, recycled textile on the seat backs. Nothing in here performing premium, while secretly being cost-cut. The most resolved interior I sat in at Salzburg this year. 517 horsepower is the figure that should not coexist with a cabin this calm. The rear seats benefit from that 2,985mm wheelbase in a way you notice immediately. Sit behind a 6-foot driver, and there's genuine knee room not adequate for short trips. Knee room, actual room. The seat back angle is set correctly. You do not slide forward. The headlining is light enough that the cabin does not feel like a tunnel, and the panoramic glass roof reinforces that. 2 adults in the back are comfortable on a 2-hour run. That is not a given at this price, and it is not a given in either of the German alternatives. The Porsche Macan is a 4-seater in practice. The iX manages it, but not by this margin. 484 liters with the seats up, around 17.1 cubic feet, 1,411 liters with the rear seats folded. A front trunk handles charging cables, adequate rather than class-leading, which is the correct outcome for a car not competing on practicality. The boot confirms that the argument does not cost you anything practical. 380 kilowatts, 517 horsepower, 2 motors, 910 Nm of torque across both axles, 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds, around 4.5 seconds to 60 miles per hour. The torque vectoring rear axle can send anything from nothing to all of the rear motor's power to either rear wheel. Plug into a fast charger and you are from 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. 560 kilometers WLTP, around 348 miles. A heat pump is standard. 96,500 euros for the performance pack in European markets. The Porsche Macan Turbo Electric is on the same shortlist at comparable money. The BMW iX is there too. What those alternatives bring? Badge equity with 5 decades behind it, residual value curves backed by years of data, and dealer networks that have earned their history. Those are real advantages, not nothing. What the Polestar 3 brings back, an interior more genuinely resolved than either rival at this money. 910 Nm in something this composed, and Swedish Gold brake calipers that are the most visually honest statement of intent on the whole car. Whether a 5-year-old brand earns long-term trust the way a 50-year name does is not a question a motor show floor can settle. 6 months ago, I would have said Porsche without much deliberation. After Salzburg Motor Show, that answer is getting harder to give automatically. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.